One of the best things about starting a social media marketing agency instead of other businesses is that it will not take long to start and you don't need much. You need to establish your company, give it a name and register, have a computer and internet access, have social media accounts on the platforms where your audience is more often. You will also need an email address and a phone number. And that's all. You are ready to go. You can work full-time or you can work part-time, depending on how much time you have. And yes, it's true. You can make a lot of money. Hi everyone. Welcome to Know You Know, a place to be for personal and business development. Create the life and the business you want. My name is Maria Mullen and I am your host. Thanks for being here today. Today we are going to talk about how to start a social media marketing agency. Yes, I know. Everyone is starting a social media marketing agency. Well, let me tell you something. There is place for everyone. Agencies can only take so many customers, so as long as you offer a good service and promote your agency well and consistently, as well as yourself, there is no reason for you not to be successful. And yes, I know. So many crash and burn. Well, that's true. Well, like in all business, it takes work and consistency to be successful, and not everyone has what it takes to be an entrepreneur. So just do it and you'll get there. So this takes us to my first point. To start an agency, as well as any other business, you have to have what it takes to be an entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, there are skills that you have to have or you have to acquire quickly because they are important for your success and the success of your business. From my experience, an entrepreneur, to be successful, has to be able to communicate, manage, sell, problem solve, listen, and take risks. These are some skills that I believe are really important, but not necessarily in that order. Also, what is extremely important is that you have the drive and determination to be successful. Without that, you will quit on the first bumps. And you don't want to do that. Now that we've established that you have these qualities, and if you don't have them, you can get them, let's move on to the next step. How to start a social media marketing agency. One of the best things about starting a social media marketing agency instead of other businesses is that it will not take long to start and you don't need much. You need to establish your company, give it a name and register, have a computer and internet access, have social media accounts on the platforms where your audience is more often. You will also need an email address and a phone number. And that's all. You're ready to go. You can work full-time or you can work part-time, depending on how much time you have. And yes, it's true. You can make a lot of money. The next step will be to decide which services you will offer and how much you will charge. The services that you will offer will depend on your skills. Are you good at paid advertising, social media management, content creation, web development, SEO, graphic design, lead generation? What else? My advice is to start with the service that you are more comfortable with. Now, how much will you charge your customers? Well, it's true that it's a very lucrative business, but there are two things you need to take into consideration when deciding your prices. One, your target customer, and second, your competition. On one end, you cannot charge too much, otherwise you will not be able to get customers. But on the other hand, you can also not charge too low because they might think that there is no quality in your services. Find a price that you will be able to stand by, a price that you can defend no matter what. Now you need to find your customers. You need to decide who your customer is, who is your target audience, and where they are. Some examples of target audiences could be health, fitness, e-commerce, cosmetics, high-end restaurants, hotels. But there are so many others. The choice is yours. And who do you feel more comfortable working with? A few things to have in consideration for you to be able to get them the results they want. Your customer needs to have a good reputation and good products or services. And of course, they need to be able to afford you. How to prospect, how to find your potential customers. One good place to start is with your local businesses. You will be able to easily talk with them and show them what you have to offer. Wherever you approach a potential customer, make sure you are speaking to the decision maker. You don't want to lose your time talking to people who cannot make a decision. In small companies, you need to speak with the business owner. In bigger companies, with the CMO or even the CEO, depending on the company. It's important that you get the decision maker's contact details, the name, the phone number, and the email. You can also contact them through LinkedIn if they have an account there. Nowadays, almost everyone that you need has one. You may also contact them through Instagram or Facebook. Another way is looking into your existing network or even your family and friends network. They might be able to help you put you in contact with the right person and get your first customers. For local businesses, you can even pass by and see if you get any luck. Another advice, always befriend the gatekeeper. The gatekeeper can be a secretary, an assistant, a receptionist, someone who will be guarding the gates of the decision maker. It's important that they like you so that they will put you through or tell you how to get there. After you make a list of companies that you would like to reach out to, what are the best ways to contact them, right? Well, as I said before, if you are targeting local businesses, you can even go door to door. What's stopping you? But it's not the most efficient way because it will cost you a lot of time. There are so many platforms at your disposal, so depending on the type of customer, you might contact them via LinkedIn, via Facebook, Instagram, or any other platform that suits them. Emails are always a good old-fashioned strategy. Everyone has an email. Just make sure that your email calls the attention of your recipient because they get many emails a day, and please do not spam them or you will be blocked. My advice is that you don't use just one way to reach your potential customer. Hit them from all angles. Contact them in different ways until you get through and get your first meeting, where you will be able to present your services and get them as a customer. Now you got the meeting, so now what? When you get the meeting, first make sure you are speaking with the decision maker. The person will be able to say yes or no at the end of your presentation. And now, well, first things first, plan it. I'm sure you did your research on the company before you contact them in the first place, so now you just have to plan what to say to convince them during the meeting and close the deal. In the first part of the meeting, get to know their business better. Which products or services do they sell better? What is their target audience? How are they marketing themselves? If they worked with an agency already before? What were the results? And very important, what is their problem at the moment and how can you help them solve it? The second part of the meeting will be for you to present your company and services and how you can help them solve their problems. Go through a competitors analysis with them, check their biggest competitors, and show them how they are already getting the results that your potential customers want. So show them some screenshots of what is possible. If you already have some results from previous customers, show them some numbers and some case studies. Make them want to work with you. Make them see how valuable it will be and how much they need it. Finally, you want to close the deal. Now it's time for them to say yes, for them to tell you that they want to work with you. So now be direct. Ask them if they believe you, that you can help them. If they say yes, you now have permission to move on. Tell them what service they should be acquiring from you, how much it will cost, and ask them if you have a deal and if you can start working together. Do not justify your price. Say your price and wait for their reaction. Act confident. Never justify your price. After they say yes, make sure they immediately make some sort of payment, so they will not be able to change their minds later. Now that you got the customer, you have to deliver a good services and get your customer the results promised. Your services might be paid advertising, social media management, content creation, web development, lead generation, SEO, graphic design, email marketing, whatever your service might be aware of the type of customer, the type of business, who is their target audience, and which platforms you should be using to get them the results. Be aware of the trends, the changes in each platform, and of the regulations. And don't forget, there is also a lot of software out there that will help you deliver a good service. So now you know. Now you know what it takes to start your own social media marketing agency. In the future, I will be giving you more detailed information for each step and for each services, so stay tuned. That's all for today. You've been listening to Now You Know with Maria Mullen. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and that it will help you in your life. Make sure to share this with someone that you think needs to hear it. And please join us on Now You Know Facebook group to continue the conversation, or visit our websites mariamuller.com or nykacademy.com. Have a great day. You are amazing. And now go where others don't dare to go.